Hey folks, welcome to the channel. So what you see in front of you is a Langstroth hive which I've purchased recently from E.H. Thorn in Scotland. This is from the Bees on a Budget range, and the reason I've chosen this is because I looked at each individual component part to make a Queen Rearing Hive, and I found that with the component parts combined it was more expensive. So therefore I decided to look at it from a logical point of view, and the kit that you see here is basically would cost a lot less than if I bought the individual parts. So in this one what we get is an open mesh floor and entrance block, which is the top left. We have brood body with 10 Langstroth deep frames and a standard wire foundation. We also have 4 size metal grid queen excluder, and also 2 supers, each with 10 Langstroth shallow frames and standard wire foundation, which you see in the bottom left. Bottom left. Also with that you get a crown board with 2 porta bee escapes, and then finally you get a 4-inch deep roof, which you see in the centre. So a lot of stuff with the kit for the money. Now it cost me in the region of approximately 160 quid. For a cedar hive, that's not too bad, and with all the component parts that you get, I was well happy with the purchase. Yep, I'm straying away from my usual premise of using the same kit across the board. However, I'm only using this for a Queen Rearing Hive. Maybe, depending how things go, once I've achieved that, it can become a production hive eventually, but we'll see. But anyway, that's the kit. It was a good price, and bargains are always coming up in E.H. Thorn's, so I always poke my nose into their website just to ensure there's something I can pick up which costs me less money, which is what it's all about. I'm trying to cover my overheads from last year. I didn't achieve them, but I did make back, I would probably say, in the region of a quarter of my outlay initially. Anyway, that's beekeeping. So 2024 season, I'm optimistic that we'll get a better spring and summer. Spring this year was great, summer not so good. So anyway, without further ado, let's get this thing together. So all the fixings are supplied to the hive. You see in the bottom left down here. Okay, so there's glue, nails for each component part. Anyway, let's get on with it. I hope you enjoy the video. I'm going to speed it up obviously as I assemble, give you the end product. Okay, see you in a moment. Hey folks, well that's the construction complete, so I'll just go through each component, just give you a heads up on some of the niggly problems that I've experienced using or constructing this Langstroth. So first and foremost, the parts that we got with it. First of all, we had entrance reducer, that's fine. Below that we had a metal grill, only held on by thumbtacks, not the most permanent. I'll have to look at that, probably change it. So the base itself, below it's got a screen. As you can see, the screen fits on 2 runners here and here, as you can see there. I think I've mounted the runners a little bit too low, but hey ho, it's okay. So that's the base. Yeah, it's fairly flimsy actually compared to the rest of the hive, but again, you know, it's sturdy enough I think. So that's the base. That's our varroa tray. So that goes in there, slides in there quite nicely and sits there, and of course our entrance reducer. There you go. So brood box. Here's the brood box, nice and solid. What I have noticed with this is the brood box is actually seconds as we call it. So therefore some of the edges are rough and you've got discoloration, but it doesn't matter, to be honest, for what it is and for the money. So that's the brood box. So there we go. Yep, I've used a lot of nails down all of the joints. I've not used any glue because I think it's strong enough. So to come with that kit, we also had queen excluder and the supers. So the supers, as you can see from there, the edge, it is slightly a second condition, but again, as I say, it doesn't matter. It's well constructed. So that's one of the supers. And of course then, comes with a kit also, is our crown board. So with a crown board we have 2 bee escapes. Again, this can double up, those can pop out, and we can use that for feeding access to things like bucket feeders or square feeders. Okay, so that's the crown board. And of course, with the kit as well, you get a second super. Again, there is some slight damage on these, slight seconds, but again, a few knots in it, but again, it serves a purpose. So there we go. And then finally the roof. So the roof's quite substantial and heavy. So inside the roof, we have vents either side. We have some dunnage there which spaces out the roof, so it sits quite nicely on top of the super. So inside there we got galvanised lid. Yep, so that's nailed on as well. All nails are supplied, and also at the ends we have vents on either side, as you can see. So that fits on there quite nicely to give the hive a good solid feel. And there you go. So the hive is now complete. So that's the Langstroth Queen Rearing Hive. So that'll go into my garden. I'll keep a close eye on things. The only issue I have with this is the fact I have no drawn comb. So therefore, any bees that I do put in here from splits, because don't forget I'm going to make them queenless, so a queen won't go with them. So I'm going to have to shake them onto fresh equipment. So I've still got to overcome putting bees into here and also giving them enough brood to produce more, or at least build it up. So there'll be a few frames shaken off into here as such to get them going. I'll feed them and get this thing up to strength. So it may take a while, but again, there's more study involved in this, and I need to look into it in more detail. Although I've primarily looked at it, this winter is knuckle down, good study, and make sure that the Queen Rearing Hive is in good shape and I've done the right things. Again, this is the first time I'm going to attempt this, so I'm looking forward to it, and I dare say I'm going to make some mistakes as well. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, and of course comment, and this will be a quick video I'll put up soon. So all you bee fans out there, I'll see you a little bit later, and thanks for looking in and thanks for your support. Don't forget, like and subscribe, because believe it or not, I would probably say 40% of the viewers have not subscribed. It's free of charge. All you need is a Google account, and you can come on to YouTube and you can subscribe to my channel. Anyway, thanks for looking in, and I'll see you all later. Cheerio.